Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Scarecrow channel. Today, I'd like to talk about how I went from this to this. All right, so this is all done, of course, and I just want to kind of step back and talk about the process. If you guys want to see the in-depth video on each of the steps, just let me know down below. So, I want to talk about how you can grow your own tobacco, and if you're a pipe smoker or stuff them in tubes, whatever you want to do, these are kind of some of the things you'll need to get to be able to do that. So up here in Canada, yeah, we have a long enough growing season to be able to grow our own tobacco. It is legal as well. So what you'll need to do is probably about 6 weeks prior to your planting season, which for me is June 1st, go ahead and get yourself some pots, sprinkle in some seeds, cover them up, and keep them somewhere warm and in light, and they'll basically start growing, and then you'll get a plant. This is about 6 weeks, so this is ready for transplant out in a field. It's still March here, so yeah, it's not ready, but I like to play around with some of these. So anyway, so once you are growing it, and at the end of the season, you will be able to harvest the leaves. So you'll cut them all up, rip them off the plant. They'll be much bigger, of course. Make yourself some bunches like this. Okay, I just use a rubber band at the end with a little hook, and I just string them up in my garage till they color cure, which means they'll turn this nice brown color. You want all the green out of it before you do anything. And then yeah, then they'll be kind of ready for the next process. These are bone dry right now just because they have been sitting since fall in my garage. But what you'll do is you'll rehydrate them, throw them in a garbage bag, spritz them down with water, and then put them somewhere warm for 24 hours or so, and they'll become nice and pliable. What you'll do then is remove all the center ribbing from these. So there's a hard rib that kind of comes along the side. You just peel the one side, peel the other side off, and then you'll have just the leaves. And then what you can do is you can case them after that. So casing is just putting some sort of a kind of sugars is really what you're after. You can put some you can alter the taste, but I like to keep it as natural as possible. So molasses is a good one, honey, okay, brown sugar. Mix that with water and in a spray bottle, and just spray them all down, and then that gets a little extra sugar on them. Then what you want to do is build yourself one of these. It's just a wooden box with some dividers. Okay, so what you do is you put one divider down, you'll stand it up like this. Okay, and then you'll put your leaves down one on top of the other till you get about, I don't know, 6 or 7 inches is a good place to start. Then you'll get a second block, put that on top, and once you put that on top, then you'll use a couple of these guys and clamp them together, and then you'll suck it down from 7 inches down to about almost 2 inches or so, because it'll compress on you quite a bit. It will leak out some stuff, but that's okay. And that's just the extra juices in that, which this will happen when it's starting to ferment and that. And so that's kind of what you want. And after about 2 weeks, you can go about a month, but after about 2 weeks, it's pretty much ready. So you'll get a block that's, you know, about this size and like maybe like this thick. And then what you can do is you can take the block, and if you have a good knife, you can start cutting them into pieces. What I use is a meat slicer, and it works good with the serrated blade, the one for the bread. And you just slice them up into little slices, and then what you can do once they're ready, you can just rub these all out. So just rub them, and then these are still a little bit moist. I just took it out of the block this morning, so it's still a little tacky, but yeah, so you can let that dry out. I would just leave it in this form, put it back in a jar, just leave it like that till you're ready to smoke it. But I would give it probably another week or so in a jar, just to let it air dry a little bit and get some oxygen in it. And then yeah, you can rub it out and start smoking it. You could also go a second way if you don't want to do it this way, like a strip. So what you can do is you can actually take the same thing, take that mid-rib out, then you have the leaves, and then roll it up and chop them all down into little tiny pieces, and then get yourself one of these spaghetti presses. Again, load up all your chopped stuff into it, and then compress it. So it doesn't come out at the end. I just got a little plastic or cardboard piece you can put on the bottom here, so it doesn't juices don't come running out. And I usually wrap it in some tin foil, or you can wrap it really in anything. Parchment paper is kind of the best, or butcher paper is what I use this time. And you'll basically get one of these. And again, this was pretty much full, and then pressed it down to about halfway, and the smell is just unreal. So smells so good. For the topping for this time around, I did also add some Jack Daniels and with 50-50 with the water and molasses. It came out great. You can just smell the stuff is just unreal. And the other thing you can do is, once you have it in like that form or that form for long storage, keep them in jars, of course. And here what I have is some oak chips. These are just oak, like a little oak branch that I debarked, and then I fire cured them. So just blowtorch, and then I just put all of the stuff in here, and then it just kind of incorporates that smoky flavor and that smoky aroma that it'll just incorporate into the tobacco. And then I also get a little fancy for Christmas here. Golden Days of Yore. Kind of redid the recipe for Cronin Deal's Golden Days of Yore. So basically, yeah, I don't remember the recipe, but there's about 12 different ingredients in here that you basically put in a pot. You boil all of those ingredients, and then same thing, strain that water off, that liquid, put it in a spray bottle, spritz it all down, and compress it in whichever way you want to compress it. And then, yeah, this stuff smells like Christmas when you open it, so it's pretty great. Okay, I think that's about it. Do you guys have any questions, post them down below. I'd be happy to answer those. And like I said, if you guys want to see kind of the start to finish process, which it takes about 3 weeks or so. Yeah, it's not too bad. Let me know, and I could probably post one of those. Okay, well, that's it for me, and thanks for your time. Bye.